ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. Mandalam 7, Suktam 95. Some ruks in this Suktam carry hidden meaning, as can be inferred from the names of devatas of the Suktam. Rishi Vasishtha Maitra Varuni, Devata Saraswati Saraswan Chandas Trushtup Brihadi Prakshodasa Dhyayasa Sasra Esha. This Saraswati, with the waters held by her, flows to the supporter of all, who is like a house made of iron. This flowing stream goes like a charioteer, forcing all other waters back by her greatness. Outwardly, Saraswati is a river flowing from Himalayas to the ocean. Symbolically, water may represent knowledge. All knowledges end up in Atma, which is like an iron box, iron-clad box, or covered by thick layer of ignorance. Water of Saraswati, the soul or essence of water, is fluidity or its flowing property, not the physical fluid particles of the rivers. Agachetas Saraswati Nadinam 95.2. The preeminent Saraswati is known as the most pure among all rivers, going down from the mountains to the ocean. Taking notice of all wealth of the universe, she yields fertilizing rainwater for her kindred souls. Knowledge, waters originating from Atma, flow downwards as thousands of streams or speeches of knowledge. For her devotees, she unfolds the subjective knowledge and reality of the perceiver eye. Sa Pavradhe Naryo Yoshanasu 95.3. That heroic shower of rains, youthful and mighty Saraswan, grows among the worship-worthy waters in the atmosphere. He gives a hero to liberal sacrificers. He cleanses the body for his own pleasure. Here, hero may imply knower of the self or Atmajnani, as Saraswan can be considered as master or lord of Saraswati. He removes the imagined attachment between the body and the soul from the mind of a hero who attains the birthless, blissful state. 95.4. Udasyanah Saraswati. That very Saraswati, who is fond of praises, is highly favored, is being approached by all with bended knees, and is most excellent. She may listen to this hymn in our knowledge sacrifice along with friends and equipped with all kinds of wealth. Considering Saraswati to be personified spiritual knowledge, this ruk becomes self-explanatory. Ima Juhvana Yushmada Namobhi 95.5. O dearest Saraswati, calling upon you with salutation this way, may we get knowledge from you. Please accept this praiseful hymn. Upholding your shelter, which is like a tree, may we stay worshipping you in your home. May we spend our lifetime concentrating our minds on the river of spiritual knowledge. This is the gist of the Rak. Last Rak in the Sukta. I am Te Saraswati Vasishtho. O font of praises, river of spiritual knowledge Saraswati, this most excellent sage opens the two doors of Ruta. O fair one, may you ever increase. Please give the praiser all kinds of wealth. O shining beings, may you protect us always with prosperity. Prakriti presents herself as gross matter and subtle matter. The sage has talked about Saraswati in her gross and subtle forms. Alternately, knowledge can be objective about things perceived and subjective about the perceiver. The sage has dealt with both of them here. May knowledge ever increase. This is the summary of the Rak. We go to the next Rak. Suktam 96. This is a continuation of Suktam 25, the previous one. Rishi, Vasishtha, Maitra, Varni, Devata, Saraswati, Saraswan, Chandas, Brihadi, Sado, Brihadi, etc. Brihadu Gaishe Vajo. O most 96.1. O most excellent sage, you sing the great praise of the best of all shining rivers. You gladden Saraswati, who is present in the space and on the earth with auspicious, praiseful hymns. The sage is urging himself to praise Saraswati, who was talked about as the greatest or mother of all rivers. She is present in the space and Saraswati represents the subtle river of knowledge and the physical river of water on the earth. Ubhe yatte mahina shupre anthasi 96.2. O pure white Saraswati, when we extenders of your greatness are settled on in both kinds of darkness, becoming our protector, you please instruct us properly. Having Maruts as friend, you please cause us, who are liberal donors, to move quickly towards true wealth. Both darkness implies ignorance and physical darkness of the night. No more elaboration may be necessary on this Rak. Bhadramit Bhadra 96.3. Prosperous Saraswati does only auspicious deeds. Unselfish and rich in sacrifices, Saraswati takes notice of all. Being praised by a person who is like the all-consuming Agni, may she be praised by me, who is like a most excellent sage. Rik is self-explanatory. 96.4. Janiyanto Vagrava Putri, desiring birth and also offsprings, prominent liberal donors invoke Saraswan always. Saraswan may be conceived of as the male counterpart of Saraswati. As such, meaning of the Rak should be clear to all. Saraswan could be Atmiya Soma. Yete Sarasva Umayo Madhumanto. O Saraswan, your waves of existence are pulses of spiritual energy, which are sweet like honey and are sprinkling water. With these, may you become our protector. Here, water may stand for moving drops of Atmiya Soma or spiritual energy Konda. Last stroke in the sutta. Pipivamsam Saraswatas Stanam Yo. We eat and enjoy overflowing udder of Saraswan, Atmiya Soma, who is visible to all and which is sprinkled with offsprings. Udder could be physical cloud or subtle ignorance. Suktam 97. Rishi Vasishtha Maitra Varune Devada Indra Brahmanaspati Indra Brahmanaspati Indra Brihaspati Srishtup Yetne Divo Nrishadane Sivya Naro, desiring the company of enlightened souls, in which sacrifice leaders of men find delight, in which praises are extracted for Indra. May Indra come to this house of leaders of men for delighting himself first before all others. May oblations also come. Indra is being praised first in this sutta. This fact is stated here. 97.2. Adevya Vrnimahe. O friends, we invoke shining protections which Brihaspati may give us in such a way that we become harmless to that most bountiful one. He is a giver of gifts like a father, even from a distance. The Rig brings out some qualities attributed to Brihaspati, the master of Vedic knowledge. 97.3. Tamu Yeshtham Namasaha Virbhi. We invoke with salutations and oblations that Brahmanaspati, who is the Lord of self-knowledge, of or generated by all enlightened sages, and he is most superior and he is very kind. May this shining praise serve the great Indra also. Brahmanaspati may be considered as the Lord of all knowers of truth or seekers of Brahman, which implies Atma, the self only. All qualities are attributed to the qualityless Brahman, Nirguna Brahman, for the sake of explanations only. 97.4. Sa ano yonim sadatu preshto. That most desired Brihaspati, who is accepted by all, may be seated in our home or sacrificial place. May he give us the most desired wealth of Brahman. May he take us who are associated with miseries across miseries. Most desirable wealth is indeed Atma Jnana, truth, which is the only misery-less state. No further explanation may be necessary on this rug. Tamano Arkam Amar amrudaya jushtamime tamano arkam amrudaya jushtamime. 97.5. These deathless beings existing from oldest times uphold for us that propitious spiritual light ray for immortality. We invoke Brihaspati, who has a clear voice, who is fit for adoration of householders, and who is irresistible. Enlightened souls like Brihaspati are deathless because to them birth and death are unreal. Light ray implies spiritual light and not grass or visible light. With these clarifications, meaning of the should become clear. Tam Shagmaso Arushaso Ashva. 97.6. May horses which are powerful and are pulling together, which are reddish in color, holding the form like that of the sun in the sky, carry Brihaspati, who is mighty and whose seat is bluish black. May the master of Vedic knowledge come to the sacrificers with spiritual light, which is like the grass light of the sun. Most of the look is imaginative. Brihaspati is seated in the darkness of ignorance cloud, like the sun shining in the dark space. Sa hi shuji Shatavatra. Sa. He is indeed pure. He is borne by many conveyances. He is radiant. He is golden voiced. He is a quick mover and is grantor of self-knowledge. He, Brihaspati, is possessor of a good house and is sublime. He distills or extracts many praises for his friends. Qualities mentioned in the Rig are being attributed to or imagined on Brihaspati. His home should be abode of Atma. By implication, Brihaspati is an Atmajnani and hence identified with Atma. Devi Devasya Rodasi Janitri. The shining space and earth, who are the mothers of the bright Brihaspati, made him grow. O friends, you also make him grow, who is intelligent. May he make the knowledge of the self easily fordable and easily carry us across our miseries. Body of Brihaspati is also made of the 5 basic elements, a product of nature. May he grow in his glory through the praises of sacrifices. May he reveal self-knowledge to the sacrifices. Yam Vam Brihmanaspade. 97.9. O Brihmanaspati, for you and for Indra, the wielder of the thunderbolt, this excellent praise containing knowledge of Brahman is prepared. Please protect our knowledge and intelligence. May we wish to obtain bountiful wealth or knowledge. Please fight and overcome our enemy forces who are desirous of harming us. The Rig is in praise of Brahmanaspati and Indra. May Paramatma Jivat or may be Paramatma Jivatma. No further elaboration may be necessary on the Rig. Last work in this Sukta, 97.10. Brihaspati Iva Indraschavasvo. O Brihaspati, you and Indra are masters of all objects in the space and on the earth. You also uphold wealth for the praise. O shining beings, may you protect us always with prosperity. No explanation may be necessary on this Rig. Suktam 98. This can be considered as a continuation of the previous sukta. You see, Vasishtha Maitravarni Devada Indra Indra Brihaspati Chandas Trushtu Adharyavorunam. O sacrificers, please offer this bright extracted libation or hymn to the mightiest among born beings, Indra. Knowing the pool of water for drinking from the Shining One, Indra, desiring extracted spiritual Soma essence, goes everywhere in all directions. Indra represents the universal manifested self here. Becoming aware of the manifested universe from Atma, Indra goes in all directions, desiring Soma or all born material objects. This sutta is on that Indra. Soma in general could be gross, subtle or spiritual, but most appropriately here it is spiritual. Yad dadhishe pradivi 98.2. Indra, with wonderful victuals you uphold daily, you refresh yourself daily by enjoying these victuals. After delighting in them with your heart and mind, you please protect the prominent Atmiya Soma essence, desiring the welfare of all. Here Indra is said to be enjoying these manifested material objects. Victuals could be food physically, and these hymns in the subtle sense. Soma essence could be gross, subtle or spiritual, most appropriately spiritual. Jnana somam sahase papatha 98.3. Indra, knower of birth of all born beings, drinks the extracted essence for strength. Mother Prakriti proclaims his greatness. He preserves the vast sky. He creates the treasure or bliss for the fighting enlightened souls. This manifested material universe proclaims the glory of Indra. For a seeker of truth, he unfolds the treasure, namely truth. Yat yudhaya mahado manyamana 98.4. When we face the fighting enemies who think too high of themselves, then we prevail upon them with our arms, though they may be eminent. When surrounded by leaders of men, we fight with our internal enemies. Then we win that battle with your help, who lead us to good knowledge and renown. Enemies stand for spiritual thoughts, a product of ignorance or perception of divinity. To overcome this ignorance, one can make use of leaders of men present in the sacrificial place. Rest of the rest should be understandable as it is. Prendrasya vojam prathama 98.5. I declare deeds done by Indra earlier. I declare the deeds done by abundantly rich Indra in more recent times. When he overcomes the illusion caused by ignorance, then his spiritual soma essence becomes not connected with anything made of matter. When ignorance is overcome, with the help of Indra, Jivatma, the truth dawns, namely, matter and all bodies made of matter are appearances only. Nothing is really born, since nothing can be really born from the unborn, birthless state of Brahman. Tavedam Vishwam Abhita 98.6. O Indra, when you observe with the eyes of the sun the extended living world, this whole universe becomes yours. Among the cows, master of the cows is one only. I enjoy the wealth of the seeker of truth. Whatever objects are there under the sun, all of them belong to the manifested self Indra. The Lord of this born universe is Indra alone. The seer of the Sukta enjoys the bliss associated with Atma. Brihaspate Yuvam Indraschavasvo 98.7. This is the same as 97.10 of the previous Sukta. Now we go to Suktam 99. This one and the next are to be classified as misinterpreted suktas of Mandalam 7. Rishi, Devada, Rishi, Vasishtha, Maitravarni, Devada Vishnu, Indra Vishnu, Chandas Trushtu, Paro Matraya Tanva Mrudhana. O resplendent Vishnu, you make your body grow without a mother. That greatness of yours none can attain. Both worlds, the space and earth, know you as the bestower of that ultimate knowledge. Vishnu's body grows by itself, or his glory is all-pervading and grows with time. He pervades all forms of matter from the space to earth. He reveals Atmajnana. This implies Vishnu in this sukta symbolizes Atma only. Nate Vishnu Yayamano Najato. O resplendent Vishnu, the limit of your greatness no one, whether already born or yet to be born, ever attains. You set in order the great sublime abode which is painless. You uphold the space and earth as well as the east and other directions. There is nothing beyond Atma, represented by Vishnu. The painless abode is indeed Atma, abode of Atma. The second part talks about manifestations from Vishnu. Iravati Dhenumati Hibhudam. O Vishnu, you established the space and earth to render service to mankind. This is Sukta 99.3. They came into being, possessing plenty of food and grass fields. You uphold the earth, and rays of light spread across the entire universe. Material objects manifested for the enjoyment of mankind, rays of light from the sun envelop the earth and the entire solar world. (99.4) Urum Yajnaya Chakra Thuru Logam. Two leaders of men generating the sun, the dawn and fire made the world wide. In those combats, they destroyed the illusions of a full-cheeked enemy, though he is like a servant. Vishnu and Indra caused the appearance of time by making the earth rotate about its axis. Full-cheeked enemy could be the cloud. Killing the cloud, they destroy darkness, bringing down water and light to earth. Spiritually, they bring out light of Atmajnana, destroying ignorance. Indra, Vishnu, Drimhida, Shambarasya. 99.5. Indra, Vishnu pierced 99 firm fortresses of enemy like cloud. They also killed comprehensively, without opponents or opposition, hundreds and thousands of fighters of the shining evil spirit. Here the shining one is the sun, or the self in the spiritual sense. An evil spirit is ignorance or cloud. Indra and Vishnu together kill clouds or born creatures. Yam Manisha Brihati. 99.6. O Vishnu Indra, this great reflection or thought causes to increase your glory. You are great, mighty and wide striding. I offer this praise in knowledge sacrifices. May libations overflow in human settlements. Vashatte Vishnavasa Agrunomi. 99.7. O Vishnu, pervaded by light rays, physical and spiritual, I am offering oblations in front of your mouth. May you please accept this offering. May my speeches containing good praises increase your glory. O shining beings, may you protect us always with prosperity. Vishnu is pervaded by Vishnu is pervaded by spiritual rays of light of Atma. He represents the self. Rest of the work needs no clarification. One more Vishnu Suktam. Suktam 100 from Rishi Vasishtha. Chandas again Drishto. No matto dayate sanishya nyo. A mortal 100.1. A mortal who offers oblations to the widely praised Vishnu, wishing to acquire wealth, he comes to possess that wealth quickly. Whoever worships him always with a concentrated mind, he serves such a desirable leader of man. For whatever wealth one approaches Vishnu, he gets that what he desires. Whoever concentrates his mind on him, he is serving Vishnu in the best way. He eventually becomes one with Vishnu. We go to the next sloka, 100.2. Tvam Vishnu Sumatim Vishwajenyam. O Vishnu, please give us good minds dear to all men, a mind which is most attentive and quick moving, so that it will enable us to come in contact with that wealth, which is much pleasure giving, consisting of much horses or rays of spiritual light, and which leads to prosperity. The seer is asking for the discriminating power which will lead a person to truth quickly. That wealth, knowledge, is bliss giving. It contains spiritual light rays leading to perfect peace. Trirdeva Prithivimeshat Edam. This resplendent one, by his greatness, effects the creation of many splendid three worlds: earth, atmosphere, and space. Vishnu is most strong among the courageous. Name of this most ancient one is brilliant indeed. Vishnu symbolizes Atma here. With this comment, meaning of the Rig should become clear. The three words could be causal, subtle, and gross. Vijakrame Sivimesha Edam. This Vishnu effects the creation of these three worlds, such as earth, giving them to men for dwelling. For men who are his praisers, become firmly established in their homes. Creating fair things, he makes the place of refuge vast and extensive. This is Suktam 100.4. Vishnu enters the bodies of living creatures as witness himself. He also creates food and other enjoyable objects for mankind to make their life comfortable on earth. Pradate Adya Shivivishta Namadya 100.5. O pervader of rays, Vishnu, you are knower of all knowables and master of praises. I praise that name of yours today. Though not so strong, I praise you. He is most courageous, staying at the far end of the world. Far end of the world means beyond the manifested universe. This is based on the assumption that Vishnu represents Adhyatma here. Kimite Vishnu Parijaksham Bhupra 100.6. O Vishnu, when you tell I am Shivivishta, does your name become despised? Please do not conceal this assumed form, since you appear in congregations having a different form. When spiritual light rays illuminate no matter or material forms, that is the sublime Shivivishta form. Sage Vasishtha does not want Vishnu to conceal that form from him. His manifested forms appear in the universe in all congregations. Shivivishta stands for Adhyatma. Vashaste Vishnavasa Akrunomi 100.7. This is the same as 99.7. With this we conclude today's session. Viramastavat.